Hi YouTube, hi chat. Today we are looking at cake fails. This is one of my mod Jello's ideas. If you guys don't know, I used to be a pastry chef and was a wedding cake designer for some time. And so I am a bit of an expert. So we're just gonna check out cake fails. I always feel like we've turned everything into a smash or pass. Do we smash or pass these? Why not? Aren't they fails though? Yeah, but sometimes you want to smash a fail. How do you think you guys were born? Well, I'll explain how to fix it, but I'll also describe if I could or if I couldn't fix it. All right, this first one says, happy birthday, and I think it's brave of the cake to say that. They just simply forgot some letters. I personally love it the way it is. It says haha, pretty good. It's just that's just a bad end. The person who did this just doesn't have good cake handwriting. It might have been their first day. It takes a while. I still have pretty bad piping lettering because my natural handwriting is so bad that like my lettering on cakes is also kind of bad. Where's the D? They forgot it. Okay. I will say this is a pretty easy fix. Love that the writing is surrounded by nipples. Okay, number one, I love the nipple design. I think the nipples design is genius. I think more people should do it. It was just a minor mishap right here. Can I fix it? Yes. Obviously, this is a quick, easy answer to fix this. Just have better piping. It's so thin, though. I feel like it needs another layer. They just ran out of space. Hey, I've been there. I've been there, done that. But they should have scraped it off and done it again, but that's okay. So my fix for this is totally possible to fix. It's just, you know, more practice. So this is a dinosaur cake, obviously. Is clearly a dinosaur or a snake of some kind. It is being held up by a toothpick. There's so many ambiguous baked goods in the background too. These look like muffins cut in fourths and like empanadas. Sir, you iced a dildo. Ah, yes, the tickle. That's a gay dinosaur. This is Prezzo's birthday cake. Yeah, so this is nice. Is it savable? I'm gonna be honest. You show up, you knock on my door. Hey, cutie, I've got a dildo I need you to fix. And I'm like, what? You show me this? I can fix that. I could fix that. Okay, it's got a pretty easy fix, actually. You show up at my house, you give me this guy. The first thing I would do would be to cut off its neck. I would then take wires. You take wires, and then you simply insert the rod all the way through here in whatever shape you want. So it'd probably be more like this shape. So it has a neck. And then you reattach it, so you'd have extra. So then your dinosaur is doing this. Now, to make it more like a dinosaur, I would freeze the sucker. I would definitely use fondant to make it look more like a dinosaur because the sculpting is so bad. You would have to add it with some fondant. I think it would be really cute to turn him into a dinosaur. That's because the sculpting's kind of bad. I think the dinosaur I would turn this into would be one like this. And he's like just like goofy, and maybe we give him a leaf. Not a Loch Ness monster. It would look like a dinosaur. That is how I would fix that cake. And I am confident that there is enough to work with here. I mean, let's be honest, guys. This is probably what? 6 inches? It's not like that much. So it's not like a ton to work with, but we can make it work. We can make it work. I don't know if it's average for a dinosaur or not. I'm not really sure, but she liked Sonic the Hedgehog, so we made a cake for her birthday. That is not Sonic the Hedgehog. That potentially could be like Sonic the Hedgehog if he was skinned. Oh my gosh, they use lips for the nose. I don't know what they were trying to... Those are teeth gummies. I think it's a good try. I actually think this is really creative. I think it's a good try. Could I fix this? Oh, she liked hedgehogs. Wait, where did I get Sonic from? I just inserted... I saw hedgehog and I inserted... Oh, that's so much easier to fix now. Wait, I can fix this. Okay, first of all, I scrape all of this stuff off. I get... No. I take these 4 squares and I stack them on each other. I frost them. And then this is how I would decorate it. Easy peasy. Very cute. That's a little hedgehog. The issue is I typed in hedgehog cake looking for that. And the things that I got are terrifying. How does this happen so much? Oh, it was on SNL. I think they did it on purpose. We found the inspo. There's so many of them with the candy dentures. They didn't even fail then. Oh, good job. Pass, I don't need to fix it. They did it. All right, well, that one was easy. Dinosaur cake I did this year. It's so close to being good. Number 1, it's a step up from the other dino. Number 2, a kid would love this. I don't know. I think this is supposed to be its tongue. I wouldn't look at this and be like, bad job. I thought he was so weird looking, LOL, but my nephew loved it. A kid would love this. You could get this from like a bakery. I could see a bakery selling this. The only thing to change is the mouth and the nose and the eyes. But everything else is like pretty fine. It's not too bad. The only way I would fix this is I just have more experience. That's all. That's all this takes. Do you guys want to see some of my old cakes? Have I ever shown them? Listen, I am very different when it comes to cakes now that I used to be. It takes a long time. And then one day it just clicks, it feels like. I feel like I've only ever showed you good photos, but these are photos from like years ago that are just pretty freaking bad. Chat, the very first time I made like kind of intense cake was for, surprisingly, I've explained this before, but a lot of my ideas that I do now is they're just rehashed like ideas that I like wanted to do in high school. So for my Sweet 16, I did an Alice in Wonderland murder mystery party. And I was a big fan of like Ace of Cakes and Cake Boss. And we were also poor. So we went to a bunch of bakeries and they were all like too expensive or they couldn't make exactly what I wanted. So instead I was like, oh, well, obviously I'm just going to make it, right? And so I attempted to make my very first fancy decorated cake. This was my design. I want to show you my design before I show you what happened. In my brain, this was going to be so good. And the reason I tell this story is because anybody who wants to like get into cake decorating, you got to start somewhere. So just start. It took me a few years, but I got there. So this was my design. I really wanted the Mad Hatter's hat. On top of it, I wanted to have the Cheshire Cat all curled up. And then on top of that, I wanted like a wonky picnic table, like kind of like the picnic fabric. And then I was going to have like a teacup. This was my dream Sweet 16 birthday cake. Great. So good. This is ambitious. Yes, but I thought I could. So I make the cake. And this is what we get for my top hat. It's a little rough. I don't get the height that I wanted. It's buckling in places. This is all just piped frosting. It's not at all the shape I want. And then to go on top of it, which it couldn't hold anything, was my Cheshire Cat, which just turned into pink and purple with a smile on it because it turns out I couldn't make a cat. This is my picnic table. Picnic table, not that bad. Besides that, it's pretty bad. There's my swirly candles, and I put a little tea plate and a teacup, like an actual glass one, on top of it. So that's it. That was my very first try at like an intensely decorated cake. I was 16 years old. Could I fix this now? Absolutely. Could I make this 1,000 times better? Absolutely. This picture was taken on like a flip phone. It's pretty bad. I should remake it. I kind of want to remake it. That was my very first cake. And then the dinosaur reminded me of this because I once did I tried to do the cupcake thing, and my piping is so bad. It's supposed to be Cinderella's dress, obviously. It's just really bad piping. And then this is my infamous wolf cake, and it's bad. So this was my first time trying to like sculpt a cake. It didn't work. I cried. I remember crying. My dad built the stand for it, so there was like PVC pipe and wood, and I just tried my best. And then we have this. This is a wedding cake I made. My brother was getting married, and I said, let me make your wedding cake. And his fiance was like, well, do a practice first. And so I did this practice, and it was so bad that they didn't let me do their wedding cake, which is fair because it is pretty bad. But then we have this ping pong table that I made for my dad's birthday, where the proportions are completely accurate, by the way. The thing is none of these photos are even accurate. You can see the blurring. I like photoshopped them all. So I'm curious how bad they were before I photoshopped them. It takes a while to get there. But I like to show this because I think people look at my cakes now and they're like, how did she get there? And it's just a lot of failing. This was the first wedding cake I ever did, and it's god awful. I feel bad. They paid me $80 for this. It was the first time anyone ever paid me for a cake. But yeah, it's pretty bad. The hot pink flowers, mwah, chef's kiss. And then there's this cake. That was one of my first buttercream cakes. It was supposed to be purple ombre. This was before I learned how to ombre or color match, obviously. A cute memory of this though is my dad. My dad's a landscaper. I've talked about this before. And he helped me arrange the flowers, which was kind of nice. My dad was like really always very encouraging of me making cakes. But this cake was free. It was like for a family member. So, but then, you know, I start doing stuff like this. I start getting much better. There's a cute little golf cake, and then there's a cute little 50th birthday cake. Like my fondant work gets much cleaner, so you don't see any of those divots. You don't see me going in to like blur anything. I got Eeyore out here wilding out. There's some of my wedding cakes. They just get significantly better. Yeah, so you know, sometimes all of that, I'm showing all of that to say sometimes you start right here. And this feels like something I would have made because I wouldn't have known how to do the dinosaur face and blah, blah, blah. But I think that's why this one specifically, when it comes to like fix or not fix, that just comes with practice. Tried making a brain. Oh, this one's such an easy fix. No, they're so close. Okay, so all they needed to do to make this look way more like a brain is to freeze it and then mix some corn syrup and a little bit of red food coloring and then go over it so it's got that brain goo. Oh, this is somebody trying to make a mug cake. I could not fix this, I would like to say. This would be a pass. Epic skull cake fail. I tried to create a really cool sarcophagus with piled skulls of a Halloweenish themed birthday cake. I think we can safely say this is an epic fail. Didn't go as planned on painting edible glitter in the... this isn't bad. Oh, it is a little more cursed from this angle. It's a little rough from this. It's a little scarier from this angle. It looks like Mr. Burns when he's like that weird like alien version of himself. It was close to being good. It was close. You can't add googly eyes. I think that's their fix. And then sarcophagus, I think this needs to be black or something. Oh no. That's me. That's the girl he tells you not to worry about. I could not fix this. I would like to make that very clear. To their credit, the braid is beautiful. The hair looks amazing, but something's wrong. I don't think the nose should, it's just a lot. It's a lot, it's just bubblegum eyeballs. It's a no for me, dog. Walmart specialty. Thank you for dealing with us, mom. That's actually sweet. I like that. Asked for a Sailor Moon BD cake, got Donald Trump with a ponytail. At first, I thought this was pretty good. And then they said Donald Trump and I took it back. This one's a pretty easy fix if you just get the silhouette correct. But once you see Donald Trump, it is pretty hard to unsee that. Yeah. Wanted a Spider-Man design, needed cooler temps, better dye. Result, Hagrid took over. I swear it's supposed to be checkerboard on the inside. Yeah, it was a hit. Thank you. See, it tasted good. That's good. They did the number one mistake. This is everyone's number one mistakes. Do not try to frost your cake while it's still hot. It needs to be cooler than room temperature when you frost it. Just trust me there. Trust me. My mom asked for a hedgehog cake for her birthday. Dude, these hedgehogs. These are olives. These are olives. That's so much more cursed than I thought. I thought it was gonna look like poo, but it's like if I walked into the kitchen and that was in there at night, I would be so afraid. That is so scary. This is really rough. I can't fix it. I can't fix that one. I thought this was cute until I saw two knockers staring at me. So close. They must have ran out of fondant. That's why all of this is fondant, but then this is frosting. I think it's a good attempt, but you just can't make two giant Pokeballs sitting next to each other because that's just boobs. Eat pant. Connor! This is cake actually inspired Connor. I would say their buttercream looks amazing. I think this is fun. I think that's a fun cake. Port Sampson. Unironic masterpiece. Yeah, I actually think it's pretty good. I kind of like it. Oh no. Spider-Man spoot cake and roast beef vanilla cupcakes. Why are they saying roast beef vanilla? Oh wow. What is this supposed to be up here? This was almost so good. They melted their marshmallow too much. So the way you get the spider texture is you get marshmallow. It has to be just melted enough. You can put your hands in it and stretch. You have to wait. It can't be too hot or you burn yourself. Put your hands in it, stretch, and then over the top of it. This looks like they melted it too much. They tried to do that, and then they kind of just like took a fork and went blah, blah, blah.
A dingle hopper.
Yeah, I think that's what happened. Could I actively fix this? Yes, I could fix it by scraping everything off and starting over. Their base actually wasn't bad. It was just their webs. And their cupcakes just needed better coloring. My boyfriend's first attempt at baking a cake. Very cute attempt. His frosting is curdled, so that's a bit of an issue. The letters do look like they are made of shrimp. That's a cute little butterfly, though. I think he did good. If Ludwig made me a cake like this, I'd be very proud of him. How does frosting curdle? He added too much milk, it looks like, or his butter is too hot. From a bakery near me. Okay, that's not the worst. I don't think it's the worst. Her face is a little scary, but faces are hard. Faces are hard for anybody. Also, the girl is turning 2. The 2-year-old thinks that's Moana. I could fix this. I wouldn't even scrape this off. I would cover it in another skin tone, and I would just redo the face. That's pretty fine. Oh no. What happened to you, buddy? That's so sad. He's been through some stuff. The opioid crisis. Oh no. That is such a good first try, Baby Yoda. You know how I know this person is new to baking? The tin foil, baby. Every brand new baker's base for their boards. But he's not bad. That's cute, Baby Yoda. Fran and Kevin's wedding cake. Oh no. No, you can't do your monogram. Dude, this looks like that one cake I showed you guys. One of my first wedding cakes, but done correctly. Do you want my hot tip? You know what will never be tacky? Just a plain white cake with some flowers. That will never look tacky. But having violet on your cake, eventually it's gonna date. Oh no. She's gorgeous, Your Honor. Hello? Why are we mad about this? I love it. She's kind of bad. I couldn't save this. She's from New Jersey. She smokes 12 packs a day, and she has a cousin named Donna. The patriotic cake that made me hate America. Okay. This makes me like America. I don't know why this would make you hate America. This makes me like it. I made a rainbow unicorn cake. Okay, so the horn's right here, so I think this is the head, but it also looks like an asshole. They were so close. They were really close on this one. I like the colors. I like what they were going for. I still think this is, you know what the dope thing about kids is? A kid would think this was hype. Kids are dumb as hell. A kid would look at this and be like, that's so sick. I had a rainbow unicorn cake. An adult would look at this and be like, oof. Can I fix it? Yeah, I actually think I could. I think I would just have to scrape off and recover. Her base is good. Her decoration is bad. And that's how it works. I can't do a stormtrooper, but I can do Baby Yoda is what they said. That's so funny. You know what's crazy is they were so close. Look at this. Wait. I think I figured it out. I think I know how to make this Baby Yoda. I'm 90% sure if they just went like this. Oh, they would have been so much closer. I think either of these is just way better than this. Anyway, we fixed it. So we could fix it. Never forget. That's Hans' favorite donut. Oh, this is not bad. Snake cake for my son's birthday. Hope they like salmonella. Okay, well, I don't know why that'd be salmonella. This is really good for a new person. I think it's good. I think it's cute. So that's it. That's all my input about cakes. I hope you learned a thing or two. And most of all, make sure you always freeze your cakes before you frost them.